Hello everyone, my name is Jacob, and today I shall be building the MiG-31 Interceptor jet airplane in Minecraft. So, the MiG-31, as you can see, a pretty unusual plane. It was, of course, developed by the Soviets in the sort of late 70s and early 80s, and it has been in service since 81. It is a very interesting plane in that it has one characteristic that's sort of defining. It is very quick, very fast. The trade-off for that is though that it lacks in other sort of key roles such as maneuverability and low speed ease of flight, I guess. But it wasn't intended for use in those areas, because it was intended for intercepting, and of course for intercepting you need a huge amount of speed, which this aircraft has. So it was supposed to intercept like cruise missiles, I guess. Not cruise missiles, maybe ballistic missiles, I'm not sure. And then just like enemy aircraft. And as you can see, it is very big. It is much bigger than sort of the regular run-of-the-mill sort of general purpose fighters that you can see here, like the Draken here, or any of the other sort of modern planes that I have here. This thing is much bigger. It is twin-engined. It is a single-seater. It has quite substantial sort of landing gear because it has a lot of weight, and of course the main reason that it is that big is because it has two large engines to propel it to a very large speed, and that's why it is quite successful at its missions. And it is still in service today, of course, now in Russian military, and it's pretty cool. So today we are going to be building this thing. Now I've gone for this sort of interesting color configuration here with the light blue and the gray. I sort of adapted that to Minecraft colors. It's not real. It's not completely like that in the real world, but this is sort of the closest I could get it, and the colors look really cool on it, so I've decided to go this way. So we're gonna build the other one just like this one, and let's go ahead and start. So I'm gonna start with the landing gear, and we're gonna go ahead and put it down right here. There we go. We're also gonna put down some item frames on either side, and we're gonna have a post there like so, and then we're gonna continue by adding the rear landing gear. Let's just check how far they're apart. So they're 3 blocks apart here, as you can see. So we have a middle block here, and then we're gonna go there, and one right there, and then like this and like that, and then we're gonna connect those with the nether brick fence like so. Actually it goes sort of inwards like this, and here as well. There we go, and we have our landing gear pretty much done. It isn't very complicated. It is just a bit unusual that it's so large for a fighter. So anyway, let's continue by starting with the hull, I guess, and we're gonna start with the front bit actually. So we have this this nose here, and then we have the cockpit sort of sitting on top, which is sort of very distinct. Also, the plane has very distinct sort of side intakes, which we're gonna build later. I could really replicate them like I would want to, because I don't have sort of side slabs, if you know what I mean, slabs that go vertically. So those would make it much more realistic, but I've sort of done the best I can here, and it doesn't look terrible, I guess. So anyway, we're gonna extend the front here to like there, and then we're gonna put in the black nose cone. There we go. And then we're gonna have a slab on top, and then we're gonna have a block like that. Then we're gonna have some light blue, if I can find them. It's light blue, not cyan. Okay, and those are gonna be on top there. There's sort of a strap that goes from the cockpit basically back to the vertical stabilizers. So this just goes back like this. On top of this, we're gonna have the cockpit glass, like so, and then we're gonna just extend this a bit more, I guess. Just extend this all the way to the back, and then we're gonna have we're gonna bring out the sides. We're gonna have to do the intakes, so I can just build this out of gray blocks because this won't really be seen. And then we're gonna bring out the sides. So what we do here is we put a couple of blocks here and there, and then we put a couple of slabs there and there, and then we just extend these blocks pretty much all the way to the back. This is quite a wide plane as well, like so. And then for the bottom, we're gonna leave a gap there and have just these blocks here, and then we're gonna put down a couple of furnaces there for the intakes. There we go. So let's have some furnaces, and let's put them down right here, and on the opposite side as well. There we go. And we have the front of our MiG-31 here. Also, we're gonna build the thingy at the front, the what is this thing called? The end rod. There we go. That's pretty much it for our front, and we're gonna extend the top here with some slabs. This is just gonna bring it out a bit more and make it a bit less flat. So this goes basically all the way back to the end of the airplane, to the tail, and that's pretty much it for the center, for the middle of our hull. We can also build some what are these called, like flappers or something like that, for the landing gear. So these basically close up behind the landing gear and improve the airflow, I guess, around the fuselage. Anyway, we got those done, and we're gonna continue by adding some winglets down at the bottom here. So I guess these are just stabilizing sort of winglets, and they just go like down here, and let's extend them a bit more like that, or actually let's extend them to this side instead. There we go. Okay, and at the rear we're gonna build the vertical stabilizers. So I'm just gonna build them out of these nice blue blocks. So we're gonna start right here, and they're very simple. They just go up like this, and then we have some gray blocks at the end there with a slab on top. So we have this sort of shape, and then we're gonna do the other one, which is gonna be exactly the same, like this and like this. There we go. And these are our vertical stabilizers. Now we're gonna build the engine nozzles here at the rear. So these are gonna go, let's see, right here and here. Hopefully I've built this right. I've built this long enough. And on top and bottom of those are gonna go some nether brick slabs, because these are the closest to black that I can find. And in the middle we're gonna have some, if I can find them, some item frames. They're gonna go right here and right there, and then we're gonna extend the middle, and that's pretty much it for our side bits, for our rear bits, I guess. And oh, we have actually, let's put a slab there instead. Okay, and we're gonna build the horizontal stabilizers as well at the tail. So these are not very complex either. We're just gonna start basically at the bottom half of this block here, and we're gonna put another block there, and then we're just gonna bring it out a bit, and that should pretty much do, something like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, so just something like this and like that, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so those are all of our stabilizers at the tail. And now we're gonna continue by adding the wings, of course. So the wings are sort of top mounted, shoulder mounted. They are quite large, but as I said before, this is quite a large airplane, so that's fine. So let's just go ahead and build them. We're gonna start two blocks behind the end of the cockpit glass there, and just put a slab there like so, and then we're just gonna build a normal sort of 45-degree wing, no problem, just something like that. And then at the end we're just gonna have a two slab flat bit here, and actually we're gonna get rid of like 3 blocks here, so we have this sort of nice shape to the wing. And of course we're gonna have to do the same thing on the other side. So let's start like that, then go out a bit like so, and a bit more, whoops, like that, and then another row there, and then we're gonna have the end of the wing there, the wing tip, and then just like 3 blocks like so, and that's pretty much it. So overall, not a very complex build. It is quite straightforward, but it looks really cool in my opinion. It is a bit different because it is a bit bigger than the other sort of modern jet fighters, and it looks kind of cool in comparison, because I have all of these other ones, and they're pretty much all the same dimensions wise, I guess. There are some differences, but not very many. This thing really stands out like a behemoth, and it's really cool. So anyway, of course, I hope I haven't forgotten anything, and I think that's pretty much it for this airplane. So let me know if you like this. If you did like this, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos, and I will see you next time.